I know. Oh my God.
Because they're all waiting in line for badges. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Pretty much I'm either Spike or Corgi Fluffy Butts cosplay. Quite literally, that is the name. And this here is my Twilight or Lady Ava.
Hello.
And we've been in the con scene for almost a decade plus.
I've been going to conventions since I'm going to be hitting my 16th year going to conventions very soon. I've gone to video games, anime conventions, pony conventions, you name it. I've gone to a lot of them, especially this is my 4th BronyCon, and I've been a fan of the show since 1987, so woo!
And I kind of jumped in Generation 4 style because...
You're a boy.
Well, back then I was more G.I. Joe and like Transformers and stuff. Sorry.
Turtles! Anyway.
And Turtles.
But we've had a lot of experience in different venues and different types of convention backgrounds. We've done a lot of staffing, we've done a lot of panels, we've seen it all. We've seen things, man.
Oh God,
we've seen things.
Oh Celestia, we have seen things.
But we're just basically going to go over a couple of the good things that you should think about with BronyCon and some of the not so good things with BronyCon. So it's basically giving you a really good beginner's guide if you've never been to BronyCon or to Baltimore or anything else.
Yep.
But we're also going to give you guys a couple of little helpful like tips and tricks to, you know, make your weekend, you know, the best weekend ever.
Quite literally.
Hashtag Pinkie Pie. So go ahead.
All right, let's start this off.
Wow, these microphones are nice.
All right, so what are we going to be discussing today? Well, we're going to start about, you know, arriving at BronyCon. Some good things, some bad things, and there's a lot.
Which you all apparently did well because you're here. So you're not standing in line
There's no fire, there's no explosions. We're good. I think we're fine. We're going to talk about scheduling and planning if you want to, you know, what you want to see, you know, just prioritize. Eating and staying cool in Baltimore. It's hot over here. It's always humid and hot for some weird reason. Even when it's raining, it's humid and hot. So make sure you try to stay cool in that sense. Taking photographs. This is one of my major points because, yes, we all love taking photographs of awesome cosplayers doing awesome things, and I respect that. But there's sometimes they, you know, step over a line, which that's why we need to bring up.
You're ruining like the whole panel in the first like 5 minutes. Okay, moving on.
And then the last one would be treating a lady, because
moving on.
Yeah. But let's start off. Let's have some fun. Arriving at BronyCon, Wonderbolt style, bounce. That was my first cosplay right there as a My Little Pony character, Soaring.
And mine too.
And she was Rainbow Dash. She got me into this.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Either way.
All right, so here are some of the haze about arriving. Learn about the area within and around the convention. You came all the way out to Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. It has a pretty good culture here. You can see the aquarium, take a look around shop. The foods are great here.
Crab is great here.
Oh, crab is very good here. Oh, come in, come on.
Come on in. We don't bite much.
Well, I bite. I'm the dragon here,
Shut
so
up.
Hey, you're late for school.
Hey.
But honestly, just...
Baltimore is a fantastic city, especially the Inner Harbor, especially since it's geared towards tourists. There's great, if you've never been to the East Coast and you've never been to Baltimore, like this is the place to go down there. It has all the food, great restaurants, a great atmosphere. If you're really into candy, or especially if you like cosplay Pinkie Pie, there's a big candy store down there. It's like, boom, and your brain will explode from the sugar rush.
Mango gummy bears.
Mango gummy bears, that's what I have to get some before we leave.
Greet fellow MLP fans, meaning, hi, we're fans. You can greet us. That is a good thing. Everyone's positive here. We like positivity. Keep coming in. I love people. Keep coming in.
The other thing, too, is that the main part about conventions, really, is that you're getting together with people of the like-mindedness to get together and celebrate the thing that you love. Here, for us, it's all about the ponies. We love ponies here. At least I really hope we all love ponies. Otherwise, like, I think the plant convention's down the block or something. Wasn't there like an AstroTurf convention?
Yeah, there was.
Anyway.
So my question is, do you like ponies? Well, if you like ponies, you're going to make new friends here, which is a good thing.
I'm roasting in this jacket. Sorry.
Take it off. I'm not stopping you.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. All right.
Anyway.
But still, when you come to conventions, it's not just, you know, being immersed by yourself. Sometimes you want to, you know, share your experience or share your, how would I say it? Knowledge, interest, hobby with other fans of this as well. So pretty much when you go to conventions, make a new friend. You never know where they come from, and you know it's a great way to keep in connections with. And also have the mindset that this will be the best weekend ever because you came to BronyCon 2015. Woo!
Anyway.
All right, some of the nays, what you shouldn't do when you arrive here, or at least stay in the weekend. Be a jerk to the people that are running the convention, the hotel staff and the locals.
These people who work at the convention are volunteers. They don't get paid to be here, but they work harder than most people do, I think, in actually like their everyday jobs to get this convention running.
To be honest, I think they work harder than other anime conventions.
Yeah, and especially since there's such a large crowd of people, it's not an easy job. Some of them get barely any sleep. They barely get chances to take their lunch breaks or get food. And if things go wrong, it's not their fault. It's just, the nature of the beast. Yep. So always, always, always treat your staff, treat anybody who's working for this convention with the utmost respect, and you'll get respect in return because I find the Brony community to be incredibly, incredibly forgiving and very sweet. So if something goes wrong, it's not the end of the world. Don't scream at the staffer because remember they also have the power to throw you out.
I was gonna say, who's staying at the Marriott Inner Harbor over here?
Marriott Inner Harbor? Yeah.
Yeah. You got a Brony card.
You got your Brony key cards. Yeah.
This is why they're committed. They actually printed their own BronyCon logo,
And on one of the TV networks, they're streaming My Little Pony all weekend, so. Woo.
Legitimately.
But the thing, too, is that if the locals are asking you questions about the convention, don't be rude. Just be like, I'm at a My Little Pony convention.
And they ask, like, oh, what's that about? Just give a summary of it. That's all.
We like My Little Pony, and we're here to celebrate with a whole bunch of people from all around the planet.
Quite literally.
Yes.
Other nays. Don't block the aisles in the hallway and dealer's room or artist alley.
If you're buying a ton of stuff, that's great. But if you want to take a breather, if you have 18 bags and you're balancing something on your head, and you're kind of juggling it with your foot, it's about time to go back to your hotel, drop everything off, and then go back for round 2, and then maybe round 3, and possibly later on round 8 at that point.
Indeed. And lastly, don't have the mindset that this will be crud. BronyCon, like I said before, the staff here, they try their damnedest just to get...
What's your language?
I'm sorry. They try their darndest. I'm sorry,
Thank
darndest.
you.
I apologize. It's the morning for me.
Language.
I'm sorry. We're TVY7 now. I apologize. I'm not here anymore. But again, the staff, they did everything they can just to give us the experience to immerse ourselves, to enjoy ourselves. Let's go on that with a positive note. And now to move on. Let's do some scheduling and planning. And I'm hoping this gift will work to the right of me. What the schedule? What the plan? I don't know. Brony Palooza? Grand Gabbling Gala? I don't know. Sorry, I've been waiting to use that gift forever.
This is why I don't let him make PowerPoints.
This is why you exactly make PowerPoints.
All right, anyway.
All right, so some of the haze of scheduling and planning. Oh, this is what you'll love. Make a checklist.
Checklists!
Pretty much.
I am actually the embodiment of Twilight. I have a checklist for the checklist for the checklist.
Well,
I wish I was kidding.
Seriously,
but it's actually
she made
true.
a checklist. She made a checklist for the checklist, and then, great. Now that we've completed the checklist of things we needed to create a checklist, we can make a checklist of the things I have to get done by the end of the day.
Legit my life. Hashtag for reals.
So pretty much, if you're cosplaying, make sure you check off all the accessories, the cosplays that you want to do for the entire weekend.
And don't forget your makeup like I did.
Or accessories, or foods, or drinks, or medication,
In other words, plan ahead and be prepared.
Exactly.
That's all.
So once you get the checklist thing out of the way, prioritize your priorities. Pretty much, why are you here? Is there particularly something you wanted to see or do at this convention?
I mean, is there a musician that you want to see perform? Do you want to go to the Grand Galloping Gala, which you all should?
Please do.
Do you want to go to the Artist Alley? Is there a panel with a guest that you really want? Is there a voice actor?
Is there John Delancey?
John Delancey.
Ah, yes.
But always make sure that you are able to kind of schedule out your time and figure out what you really want to do, and what you won't be completely heartbroken if you miss. I mean, it's really a good way. Go through, they give you these handy little things here when you get your badge. Mm-hmm. This is basically your Bible for the convention. It gives you all the panels, it gives you a list of the rules and guidelines where everything's located, and then you also get your handy dandy map and schedule.
The map.
Shut up. These will basically be your lifeline for this convention. If there are changes, Brony, come in, sit down, enjoy. The BronyCon staff is very good about letting you know if there are changes in locations of things. They'll always usually post them outside the door so you have enough time to get to said location. But yeah, always just, everybody's here for a different reason, besides, you know, the ponies, because that's what we're all here for. But yeah.
Even with all your priorities, make sure you always leave room for friends and food because, well, A, I assume you want to socialize with people of your interest, and B, I don't think you can live without, you know, some sort of meal in your system.
Always make time to have at least 2 meals a day. I always recommend breakfast, and I always recommend dinner. Lunch is, you know, forfeit unless you're like super hungry. But at conventions, especially over like the time and whatnot, I always find that eating small little things during the course of the day helps a lot. Like right now, I have Pop-Tarts in my bag because I'm gonna totally be eating these later. And usually I forget.
Oh, and Capri Sun.
And Capri Sun.
My lifeblood right now.
Stuff to keep you running. Things, especially in Baltimore with food and hydrating and everything like that, tomorrow is going to be very warm. It's also probably going to be very humid because it's been raining. That's
in the next slide.
Is your best friend. Click to the next slide then.
Well, hold on, I got other things in this one.
Well, fine.
We'll get to the cooling stuff in a minute. I'm sorry. She likes to go off on tangents. Yeah, you know what, read your magical book of magic and stuff. Hey.
Continue.
All right, but when you come here, bring as much as you're willing to spend. I understand. Yeah, this is
money, 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 money.
Exactly. Pretty much. There's a lot of things you want to do here. There's a lot of things you want to buy because honestly, the artists here are phenomenal. Like the first year I went, oh my God, I had $100 on me. It was gone within like maybe 20 minutes. I wish I was joking. Your money will go like that. So make sure whatever. Budget everything. Budget for food. It's like, this is my food money. This is my spending money. This is the money for the hotel and the parking. Boop. Nays. Complain about the schedule for BronyCon. The staffers, the people that organize the schedule, they try to optimize the times as best as possible for everything. So
there's nothing you can do if 2 panels you want to see coincide with each other. Pick the one you want to go to more.
Yep.
There's nothing people can do. And like I said, that goes back to respecting the staffers. They did it all for a reason. So
indeed.
Moving on.
Designate a time to hang with your friends and then completely ditch them for something else without telling them. I am guilty of this, but honestly, just don't do as I say, not as I do. Pretty much, if you're gonna hang out with people and you're gonna meet them up somewhere, and then something else completely happens where you're MIA. Regardless if if it's something you're gonna see or something you're held up, give them a call saying like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. At least to let us know you're alive. That's all we're asking.
Especially in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Just a bit. Don't stay in one place the entire weekend. If you're just gonna stay in like one room, because if it's all the panels, fine. But I would suggest explore. Like you're in Baltimore. There's a lot of things here. There's not just one thing you want to stay here for. Moving on, and another day, the con revolves around you. We can kind of propose that to one particular colleague of ours, but pretty much, the con is not just for you. The con is for everybody. I mean. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is sharing and caring, and
I hear there's a whole song about it. You gotta share. Thank you.
Oh my God. And everyone busts out the song. Go. No.
We're not gonna do that today.
All right.
But yes, please remember that there are other attendees, and you're not it's not about being the center of attention. Especially, cosplayers are very, very notorious of this.
Yeah.
They think it's all about them, and it's not.
So,
spoiler.
Here's the thing: if someone does put you in the spotlight, and you you ham it up, share the spotlight with people because it's all good and fun. All right, now we're getting to the part where eating St. Cool, Baltimore, Maryland. Mayor, excuse me. Because pie. That's why.
Because pie.
All right, some of the haze. All right. Please stay hydrated. Wow. It's summer, so if needed, give $1 to the ice cold water guy.
And it's only $1.
Legitimately, there's a guy that usually runs around Baltimore.
There yesterday.
Oh, he's there yesterday?
Yeah,
I did not see him.
He was there yesterday. This right here is going to be your best friend for the entire weekend.
Speaking of which.
What the?
All right, continue. What? I was thirsty.
Anyway. Things like Gatorade is good, but it's full of sugars that can also, like, it has the electrolytes, but it's still not that great for you because of the added sugar that they put in Gatorade. I suggest things like Smart Water, which has electrolytes in it and has no sugars really added. It's just straight up regular cheapy water that you can get at like CVS or anything like that.
Indeed.
Fruit juices and things like soda are okay with maybe a meal, but not while you're running around. Especially like if you're a cosplayer, you'll get, like I'm dying and I'm in a short sleeve shirt right now. But things, for me personally, I dehydrate very easily.
Come on in! We need more people, or in ponies and things.
Oh, that's your water. Okay, never mind. Sorry, my bad.
What? Are you going after my water?
That was my water. Shut up.
She's stealing my water!
Shut up.
But
But yeah, there are certain things that can help and whatnot. Like I know naturally I dehydrate very, very quickly. So I actually have something which I recommend for anybody who dehydrates fast or does extreme sports. Plug. It's something called, completely safe, 100% awesome, called Oral IV, which basically is like an IV fluid you pour into your water and you drink and it rehydrates you in under 10 minutes.
You have connections like everywhere, and that's how you get all the good stuff.
I'm a princess.
And I'm the assistant to the princess, and yet you don't tell me this.
Shut up.
Hey. All right, sorry, I already clicked on the next one. Bring something you can snack on. You'll be walking a marathon or waiting in line this entire weekend. Pretty much your friends, Pop-Tarts, granola bars, trail mix, fruits, vegetables. I'm not even sure about vegetables, but vegetables. All right, carrots, broccoli, I don't care. Whatever you're into. Pretty much have something on you at all times when you're walking around this con, because sometimes you're going to get so excited you're going to forget to eat. So always have something to at least keep you going, or at least hold you over until you get an actual meal.
Energy is key.
Yep. Next. And at least try to have 2 meals a day.
We already covered that.
Yep. Again, but this is for staying cool. Wear cosplays you will feel comfortable in while battling the heat.
Who here is planning on cosplaying this weekend or is cosplaying? Okay. So not a whole lot of you, but that's okay. We still love you anyway.
So pretty much with this, it's like, you're in Baltimore, it's summer, chances are it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna suggest try to wear something, maybe, I wouldn't say maybe lesser on clothing, but something that can be breathable.
Clothing in general, you should keep it light, you should keep it airy, you should keep it very comfortable. It's summer, moving on.
Yep. Some of the nays. Eating just snacks and scraps. Like, this is just pretty much on the line of if you're just only going to eat Pop-Tarts for the entire weekend, which you shouldn't do. I'm watching you. But honestly, get a real meal, get all your vitamins, your nutrition, please. This is an entire weekend, this is not a day thing. Drinking just soda or energy drinks for that matter. Same thing going back from what we said before. Constantly eat and drink the same thing at the same place. Just go all around. There's a variety of everything. And thinking of all restaurants and chain restaurants are ridiculously overpriced. Also, not tipping your waiter, waitress, and bartender. Pretty much the waiters and waitresses, they're really nice people here. Like, we came back from Uno's last night. The waiter, he was A plus, S plus, all the way.
Awesome. He was very happy to have us with our crazy colored hair and things like that.
And we, come on in, please.
Don't hide in the doorway.
Never hide in the door.
Anyway,
we'll break it down. Please don't jump into the fountain, both inside and outside, and or the harbor.
This happens at Otakon a lot, which is also here at the Baltimore Convention Center. They like to jump in the fountains outside or down in the lower lobby.
For whatever the reason.
I like to think that we have a slightly larger maturity level than the people at Otakon. Just a bit.
All right, hold on. A bit, a lot.
Thank you. Anyway.
All right, and now we're gonna have some fun. Because we got photo finish, we're gonna talk about taking photographs. Part magical, part logical. I can't speak today. It's
morning. No, you're not. You can't speak at all.
I need to go back to English class.
Apparently.
You need to go back to Magic Kindergarten.
You shut up.
All right, Hayes. Always ask before you photograph. If you have the badge coloring coded systems where if it's green, you can approach them, you can ask, hey, I would like, can I have your picture? If they say yes, hooray, cool, take a picture. If not, then no worries, move along. There's more people here. But always ask. Don't just randomly, go around and snap.
Don't snipe.
Please don't.
Don't snipe photos of people because I could be sitting there eating my Pop-Tart in Twilight and somebody could take a photo of me and it's very, 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 very rude to do that to people. Well, all right, whatever. But still.
Make sure the person or people in the shot are comfortable. Pretty much, this just comes back to, like, I guess it comes to personal space. This comes to how outside the box they want to go, in a sense.
Basically, if it's about keeping a spatial distance from the person you're taking a photo of. It's to make the person feel comfortable. Sometimes people might not feel comfortable if you're like up in their face taking a photo, unless you're saying like, okay, I'm going to take a close-up now of you if you don't mind.
Hang on,
Always.
hang on. Okay.
That can be very, very uncomfortable. And as a costumer and a cosplayer, I've had it happen to me before, and I suffer from horrific anxiety. And I don't like it if there are too many people and they're too close to me. I flip out, and I'm like, you need to like take 10 steps back and give me my bubble. Because especially, it depends on also the size of the costume. If the person is in, 18-inch stiletto heels and has like a Chiquita banana headdress on or something, I mean, maybe they don't want to be standing too long for photos in one place. I mean, don't judge me. Moving on.
But Chiquita banana. All right. When you're taking photographs, be curious to those around you. Simple as that. I understand people are like, oh, you're cosplaying this character in this costume. That's awesome. And you stop right there and you take a picture in the middle of the hallway. Guys, just bring it off to the side or something, because everyone's gonna be walking back and forth. Bring it off to somewhere there's not that many people and it's easy to shoot.
Also, be courteous to people who are trying to take a photo of a costumer.
That too.
Because the last thing you want to do is just like walk into the middle of the person's shot itself, because all of a sudden there's a blur of you walking through the shot and
you're a ghost.
You're a ghost, man.
And respect cosplayers' decisions.
If a cosplayer says, no, I don't want my photo taken, you respect that decision.
And you move along.
It's as simple as that. If they have to be somewhere, like I had to turn down a photo like coming to this panel because I thought we were late and we were totally like 15 minutes early. Oops. Whoop. But I respectfully declined to have the photo taken because I didn't want to be late, and they respected it.
Indeed.
But that doesn't make the person mean. That doesn't mean like, oh my God, they're so stuck up because I wasn't allowed to take their. No, please.
Just like
I can't roll my eyes any harder; they'll go into the back of my head.
We're all on a time schedule of some sort. Oh, sorry. And then make use of the environment. Pretty much that means if you're gonna take like amazing photography, go outside. There's a whole like garden veranda thing out there. Use the staircases, the windows, the lighting. The lighting here is actually really good too. And the water fountains as well. I'm sorry, I'm not as big as a photographer as you are. I apologize. So.
Thank you, Kira.
And Kira's gonna kill me later. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, natural light is a good thing. Sometimes. All right, some of the nays for taking photography. Photograph when they're eating, talking on the phone, etc. Please, respect when they're not in the posing mood, for that matter.
For an example, when I did a very large costume at KatsuCon, which is down in Washington, D.C. area, I had how many handlers did I have? I had like 4 handlers for that costume. And when I had to stop and take water because the costume was incredibly dehydrating for me, people still tried to take my photo, and my friends are like, you have to back off. Like, she needs to take a break. Like, she needs like a 10-minute break here. And the thing is that because the costume was so massive and with the makeup and everything I was wearing, it was dehydrating my skin very quickly. And people were getting shots of me sitting there like, it looked like I was taking shots, and it was terrible because I was chugging down water as much as I could. Bye, Penny, I love you.
I think Penny's doing Penny things right now.
Okay.
All right, but moving on. Another thing, don't ask them to do something provocative or promiscuous. Never, ever, ever. I mean, for one, we're in My Little Pony Convention.
This is a family event.
Exactly. Hence, we have family here.
Family, which is so fantastic.
Rated G, people. Rated G. I do apologize for my earlier burst.
Slip of the word. We're sorry that he cursed. I'll smack him later.
Or, just throw me out the window or throw me at something.
Throw you out like jazz style from Fresh Prince.
Exactly.
Anyway.
But so just don't let them decide on the pose. Up, go. Don't ask them to come with you to a secluded area. That's a red flag. Keep it in a public setting. Keep it where people can see and be like, oh, hey, if someone's in this area, more people might want to take a shot at this. Cool. But when you try to seclude them to a, secluded area, quote unquote, that's like, all right, what is this sketchiness going on here?
Oh my getting sketchier and sketchier.
Just a bit. Well, that's one of the nays. And photographers, please never touch the cosplayer or cosplay. We've had an incident. We had a couple incidences last year where a person would take a photograph and like, oh hey, this is a great costume, and then start legitimately touching the costume, the cosplay, and then legitimately like look under the skirt and say like, oh, I want to see what's everything under here, and it's just like, dude, that's wrong. No, like very wrong.
You know how many people wanted to touch my hat on birthday? I was so pissed.
Like all of them?
Yeah. I did a costume from a film called The Book of Life. Who's heard of The Book of Life? It's a good movie, yes? Okay.
Oh.
I did a costume from it. I did La Muerte from The Book of Life. And the one thing that everybody wanted to touch was my hat. Because they're like, what's it made out of? And I'm sitting here going, get back. It was awful. And I don't like, first of all, I don't like being touched in costume unless I am asked, and I can easily refuse if I'm uncomfortable. But never, basically, the rules of real life apply to the rules of the convention.
It does. Also, I don't think anyone will want to be touching your costumes or cosplays unless they asked first.
Or they're judging.
Or they're judging, because I think judges are the only ones that are actually allowed to do that.
Yep.
All right, but that is pretty much the general consensus of photographs. And here comes a major one.
Oh, God.
Treating a lady. Time to get serious. Literal serious. Alrighty. I didn't have so much on the haze on this one because I think these major 3 points kind of summed everything up. Treat them like a human being. Quite literally, like don't put them on a pedestal. Don't think, oh, they're this magnificent creature that we'll never get to talk to or blah, 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 blah. It's just like we're humans. We talk, we breathe, we bleed, we laugh, we cry.
We're getting really philosophical, and
yes,
I'm not sure. I'm not really comfortable with this.
I'm sorry. Also, respect their space.
Basically, what he's trying to get at, the general consensus, I don't know, you may have seen this online at some point, but it's basically, going back to the cosplay thing, so I apologize, but cosplay does not equal consent. Just because I'm dressed as, say, your favorite pony for whatever reason, that doesn't give you the right to come up and start, like, trying to touch me or getting really up close and personal or trying to follow me around the convention. It's happened. It's not okay. It gets really creepy and not cool in any way whatsoever. And that's why, like, my brother from another mother over here, like, that's why I'm glad he's around, because it's happened before, and it's happened at BronyCon, and it wasn't a comfortable situation at all. So you have to just respect everybody's personal space, because everybody here is different. Everybody has their own issues and needs and wants that really you just have to really respect the people. Respect the people.
We're not all cut from the same cloth, everybody. And also comfortable compliments. This is a tricky one because I know you want to say like, oh, I love, oh, I'm in love with this, and oh baby, this is great and all that stuff. I don't know really how to honestly put it. It's just more like, don't say things that can make it seem awkward in a sense, because like I understand you like somebody or you like a particular thing. Nice. Pretty much, nice words, encouraging words. But don't go into some sort of flirtatious mode is what I'm trying to get at. And the lines can get blurred sometimes when maybe sometimes.
Sorry.
Sometimes you want to say, like, you're trying to be nice, but maybe in the tone it comes off as something that maybe like, I don't know what this guy's thinking, or something of that nature.
I find it really hilarious that you're trying to come across with what females should say when you're a dude, and how we feel about this, so allow me.
Okay.
To call somebody, let's say, okay, you walk up to a cosplayer and she's dressed as your favorite character, so you're like, oh, may I take your photo? Yes. Then you say something like, I really like your costume. Thank you. Don't say anything for you like my lady or sweetheart
We're not
or
tipping
babe
fedoras.
Or anything along those lines, because for a female in this particular environment with that kind of conversation can go to very uncomfortable places very quickly.
Indeed.
And it's definitely a little like, red flag goes up and you're like, okay, well, I have to go organize my Pop-Tart collection. It was very nice to meet you. I will see you later.
Knowing you, you might actually have a Pop-Tart collection.
Shut up. What I do is my own time, man. Anyway.
I'm judging you.
I'm judging you.
Okay, nays. Eye-oogling. I didn't know how to spell oogling.
Obviously.
Pretty much with eye-oogling, it's just more like it's kind of one of the, it's like, in a cartoon way, it's like,
You know those old, like, Tex Avery cartoons where their eyes pop
Like,
out and, like, turn into
"Ooga."
a wolf? Well, yeah, that kind of thing? Yeah, no.
He loves it.
Ooga.
But seriously, guys, blink. It's okay. I mean,
We're not gonna go anywhere.
we're not. We're not gonna go anywhere, and you know, it kind of can get a little, like, not, you know, comfortable when that happens. You know, touching. Don't, like, I understand you want to meet someone, you want to say hi, how you doing, but don't. If you're like a friendly guy, I understand some, like, at least for me, I was raised Italian, so I was raised like the hug, knew the whole kissing on the cheek and stuff. But even I know when the standards are like, you don't do that to random strangers at all.
Unless you want to get punched. I mean, it's
Or
cool.
kicked, or, you know, stomped, or
Pepper sprayed.
tasered.
We can keep going here. Anyway. move
Pile
on.
drived. I don't know.
are you
Don't tip your fedora.
That's mean.
I'm sorry.
Take that off of there.
I wish.
Anyway.
Don't say
Sam
I'm a nice guy. If you say I'm a nice guy within the first, like, couple of minutes of meeting someone, yeah, there's something not good. Pretty much, like, if you have to defend yourself that you're a nice guy, again, that's not a good sign at all. Pretty much what I'm saying is just be yourself, talk normally, you know, just
Don't try to over-impress people because
Yes.
it's not worth it. What you need to do is just be yourself. That's what this whole show, I hear, is about, being yourself and being awesome as you. Therefore, you need to just remember that if you're going to talk to it doesn't matter. You want to talk to a guy, you want to talk to a girl, you want to make a friend, or, you know, maybe, try to flirt a little bit. Don't, go over. You find your precious sun pony.
Aw.
Just be you. Don't try and overzealous anything. Just be yourself. That's really what matters here. Continue.
All right, next one. I'm not trying to bash or anything, but this is something I feel like you wouldn't bring up in conversation. Don't bring up fan fiction.
Oh God, please no. Oh no.
I respect. Hold on.
I respect people who write fan fiction. For the longest time, I wrote fan fiction. I admit it. However,
I tried.
When I was told by a gentleman when I first met him, he's like, yeah, you make such a great Twilight. Yeah, I wrote this Twilight in my OC fan fiction. I'm like, and I'm out.
It's not a good conversation at all.
It's not a good conversation starter. If you bring up, oh, well, I write fan fiction, really, so do I. Let's talk about it. Don't start off with, I really like Twilight, and your costume's really nice.
It's going in my fan fiction.
It's going in my fan fiction. And I'm just like,
and we walk away, and we're walking, and we're Johnny
I don't
walking.
have any tea. It's terrible. But like I said, we're not trying to be mean. We're just trying to get the point across that some of these things make people feel uncomfortable. And nobody wants to be uncomfortable in a place that's supposed to be welcoming for everybody.
Indeed. The next one we were talking about before, flirting. Don't use baby, dear, hun, darling, etc.
If I don't know you, I don't want to hear those words come out of your mouth.
Quite literally.
Sorry, it's one of those things, I feel like that's the New Yorker state of mind.
It is the New Yorker state of mind.
Or Jersey, excuse me.
Or Long Islanders, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
We are New York.
You are New York, you're just separated because that's where they wanted to put you.
Hey, I'm trying to get off the island, and we are now.
And I'm from New Jersey, and I don't want to hear any shticks about the shore. Okay.
Oh, you're from Jersey as well? Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, wait, actually, where is everyone else from? I just want to know.
California.
California.
Who's from Baltimore? Or this Maryland area?
Who's from Maryland?
Northeast area, like Jersey, Massachusetts.
New
New Hampshire,
wow.
okay.
All right.
Anybody from the South?
South, West Coast? Or...
Oh, you're from the South?
Wait, West Coast?
Georgia?
Luna, right? I can't...
Pennsylvania.
Do you travel by moon? That's what I want to know.
Hey,
I love it.
She's good.
All right, and also, guys, don't think they are in love with you when they only did one nice gesture to you. I understand, like, we're here, we're trying to be nice. Ladies like to be nice to people as well. That is not a cue for like, hey, she did something nice for me. I think she's in love with me. I want her to pursue this. That's not the mentality.
It's more like, oh my God, she did something nice for me. I think we have to go pick out China now.
Exactly. We're all here for the same reason. We're all good people. We like to do good things for one another. Let's not make this any further than that. And this is also kind of a problem at a couple of points too. Follow or stalk them. We've had some incidents last year that from a few friends that they were followed a lot because for the costume, it wasn't that they were dressed provocatively. They were just dressed normal in their everyday My Little Pony costumes. It's just one person had their, mentality. It was like, oh, I want, probably in their mind they want to know more about this person or a pony.
The thing came from that he kept messaging her online.
Yep.
And he finally met her in person.
Yep.
And then because of, oh, well, we talk online, that must mean we're BFFs in real life, right? Or we're going to date each other, right? And it turned into something very uncomfortable and very awkward. And
Indeed.
Security was called, and it wasn't pleasant.
So also, just be careful online. Be careful. Know your surroundings here. That's all we ask. And then at that point, any questions?
Or comments. Or concerns. Or questions about the weather.
Before I stuff my face with pie, I'm just saying.
Or how many of you, this is your first BronyCon?
Oh, wow, a lot of newbies. Okay.
Is this your first trip to Baltimore? Okay.
Alrighty.
Did you guys just get here this morning or last night or last night? Okay. Last night. You got from New Hampshire, the wonderful family from New Hampshire, you guys got here this morning or last night? Last night. Mm-hmm. Well, if you have any questions about like really good places to get food or or travel or things that you want to do, first of all, if you have the free time like on Sunday, I highly recommend the aquarium for you guys.
Oh yes,
the aquarium here is amazing, and they have dolphins, and it makes me happy. I get warm fuzzy feelings. Dolphins, yay! If you want really decent food and service, I'm going to recommend Pizzeria Uno. It's down in the Inner Harbor. The servers there were so happy, like all the time. If they screwed up our order, they apologized profusely and brought us it within like 20 seconds of it being replaced. What do you want from me?
Also Noodles and Company.
And Noodles and Company is also very good and cheap and delicious and amazing. And if you like pasta, that's the place. That's the place.
I'm gonna have carbs up like my dragon scales at this point. So.
But the other thing too that I'm gonna stress to you guys real quick is that with this particular this convention especially, like I said, I've been to over 100 conventions, I think, at this point. And
I don't break half that yet.
And the thing here that I really just want to mention is that you're here to have fun and enjoy the thing that you love the most, which is My Little Pony, right? Am I wrong here? Like I think this is a pony convention.
Who's here not enjoying My Little Pony?
Who doesn't like My Little Pony here? Get out. But that's the thing about conventions in general, is that conventions are meant to bring people together for the like-minded interests. Mm-hmm. But in a way, I view conventions as going and meeting your big extended family, because you all have that one thing that's like super in common with everybody, that you like ponies, and from that you can grow relationships. I will tell you right now, our lovely Vinyl right here, the Twilight who's on her phone, Spike and myself were part of the Grand Galloping Gala cast for tomorrow night, and you all should go because it's going to be awesome.
Formal.
It's a formal dance. There's fantastic things that happen at that gala. I'm just saying. But these people that we've been working with for making the gala, the best night ever, have become very good friends of mine, and this is the only time I get to see them during the course of the year, and I look forward to it all the time. I've been looking forward to this since March, because I'm sitting here going, come on, BronyCon. I get to see my family, because I'm saying family, and that's what this convention's about. It's about being with all the like-minded people and meeting the rest of your extended family that you just never knew you had.
And it's not family from just your hometown, it's family from other states. Like we have, even though we're like Long Island and New Jersey, we have our families literally extended from South Carolina to Colorado to California to Washington State right now.
Yeah.
So, and we all got together here.
Because of ponies. Because of friendship. Is magic. I wish I could have like a rainbow.
I wish I can. We need Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash, where are you?
Nowhere. There, as always.
No, but
just remember, to have a good time. There you go, in the backpack.
Oh, there you go. Close enough.
Good.
Close enough.
Well played, sir.
The New Hampshire family all have rainbow dash.
Yeah,
I am an idiot. I am sorry.
The point here, guys, is that enjoy your convention. BronyCon only happens once a year, and if little things happen that kind of throw off your game, or, you know, like you get into an argument with someone, then don't let it ruin your weekend. Just go and enjoy what you came here to enjoy, which is meeting new people, seeing artists, going to panels, going to see your favorite Brony musicians, whatever it may be. Go, enjoy, and just really take it all in, especially if this is your first BronyCon, because I will tell you, I've been to plenty of conventions, and I still haven't seen a convention like this before, because everyone is so outrageously understanding.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. You know that, right?
I know.
Like the princess you are.
So remember to just enjoy yourself and have fun. There's no competition here. I don't care whose costume is better than the other person's, because it's not the case.
You are your own artist. You are your own cosplayer. You are your own life.
Everything. You are your own Brony. Make it your own.
He's got the right idea. Or no, you're stretching, but still, you're doing this. So, on that note.
So, to end our workshop. So if you're interested in following a little bit more of our work online, you can find us on
Facebook, Corky Fluffbutts Cosplay, Lady Ava Cosplay over here, one or the other. And then we have, no, back up.
On Twitter.
And then there's Twitter. Wait, is Twitter on there? I can't even see. Yeah, Twitter's up there.
Yeah,
I'm Super Pink Hair. Again, Lady Ava. She keeps it constant. I make the most ridiculous names. So if you can find me on that, hooray.
If you want, I also have my business cards here.
I forgot mine.
If you want to grab one of those before you leave, please feel free. You can check out some of my other work and whatnot that way. And also it will help you remember like my page and stuff. The thing is that I also offer a lot of tutorials, and I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Instagram, I'm on every ounce of social media you can think of, and it's all Lady Ava or Lady Ava Cosplay.
Mostly to get to me, it's Facebook. That's my bread and butter right now.
And I am ridiculous on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you're just going to see a lot of really stupid selfies of me, like...
And Tom Hiddleston.
And... I don't have a problem. You have the problem.
Excuse me?
You have the problem. Sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you had a good time.
I hope this panel helps you.
And if you have any questions that you didn't want to ask, like, you know, raise your hand or anything, just come see us.
We're going to be running around in this costume for a while, so come up, enjoy, have fun. We're all cool peoples, I think. Are we cool?
We're good.
Okay, we're good. But enjoy the weekend, everybody. Let's make this the best weekend ever!